Welcome back to the channel. It's paint day, and you can tell by the thumbnail we're going to do a Brian Dunbar tribute style paint scheme on the Dune Master. The last two Dune Masters we did, I did mine with the Joel Johnson, and Eric has the Hara paint scheme. So we're going to keep with the icons of RC off-road and do the old Dunbar on the Dune buggy. And we also have a NASCAR truck body taped up ready to spray. This is a pretty simple paint scheme. May not get to that in this video, but stay tuned. But first things first, let's get the paint in the bug. All right, guys, we're about ready to spray paint. We're going to do this backwards. Normally you go darkest to lightest, but in this situation, I find this is going to be easier to go main body color, and it's about the lightest color on here. We got orange, yellow, white, black. We're going to use Spaz lacquer on this. I don't recommend mixing water and lacquer together, or solvent and water together. But if you use the solvent first and it's dry, the water's not going to react with it. And the reason why I'm using lacquer tonight, or solvent, I don't know why I keep calling it lacquer. It may be lacquer. But either way, we're using solvent tonight simply because of speed. And I don't want to take a chance of my orange eventually bleeding into the yellow. These two will not intermingle. So we'll get this on, get it dry, get it backed up, and we'll keep moving forward, and we'll explain as we go. All right, you're probably wondering why we're not using Spaz all the way through. You can, that's not a problem. That's what it's made to do. But I don't have a lot of it. And I like to intermix them a little bit in situations like this because it does kind of speed up the process and eliminates some issues that we could possibly have down the road. So trust the process. It'll work. Trust me. And I'm wearing protection tonight because this stuff is funky. All right, there's one. All right, guys, we got about 4 to 5 light coats. You can still see through it. That's the trick with neon yellow, is getting enough of it on there and not having too many thin spots, especially in corners and stuff. So hopefully we got it. But we're going to combine steps. We got to back it with white. So we went ahead and pulled out all of the checkers that are going to be white. The graphic on the hood is white as well, but we got to spray the orange, and it has to be backed with white. I feel safer spraying white over orange instead of trying to do the process that we're doing here with the white, gray, and then spraying the color over it. So we're going to save that graphic for the final spraying of white after we get the orange on. But yeah, there you go. Sorry I didn't go over a lot of the taping process of this. We just drew it on there with a China pen. If you do it in every video, well, except this one, we just traced out our graphic and just kind of did our own version of what the car looked like. There's several different renditions if you look at his cars through the years, but they all, if you see it, you know whose it is. We did add our checkers on the wing here. So yeah, let's spray some white and keep moving. All right, there's one light coat. We'll probably put another on there just to make sure we're good. Looks like our yellow is pretty uniform all over. So yeah, so far so good. All right, we got a couple of coats of white on there, still transparent as can be. We're going to put a light coat of gray on that. And while we're at it, we're going to combine steps. This body here, main color is going to be gray, like the picture above. And I painted that body, I can't even remember when. It's been years. But we're going to spray this gray while we back this with gray. So trying to knock 2 out. This one's got to go tomorrow. All right. All right, if you're curious about the gray, it's just black and white. It's the color. This bottle has been beat up. Just always just pour more in there. Just mix it every time I run low. You can adjust the darkness and the lightness, amount of white you put in it. But it always helps to have a good backer so you can put your colors over your light colors. And that's what we're doing here. This body here is going to be teal and black, white pinstripes. There's going to be some gold involved. So stay tuned for that one. All right, guys, we got it all backed up with gray. We got everything pulled out. It's going to be black. There's a few thin spots now that I've got the gray on there. I wish I would have put another coat of white on. But we're going to keep pushing through and knock it out. We may end up getting another body because I am a perfectionist and I want this to be a little better. It's a little dark right here and I'm not happy with that. But anyways, everything else is going as planned. We just had a little mishap, a happy little mistake. But while we're at it, we're going to spray the black on this body. There's a black stripe, and the hood and part of the cab corner here is black. All right, we're going right into Wicked Black. It's my go-to black. All right, there's our black, looking good. Yeah, it's kind of disappointing that I've noticed these spots after the fact, but that's just part of painting these bodies. You learn from your mistakes. It's been a long time since I used lacquer, and I thought we were covered enough, even though if you look back in the video, it is pretty transparent. I thought I had enough white on there, but evidently, no. We're not going to get too down on ourselves. We're going to wrap it up, get it finished up. It'll look good. It'll be a good runner body, and then I will get another body and fix this mistake on the next one. And anywho, let's get the truck body painted. All right, there's one quick coat of black. We'll get that dried up. We'll come back and spray our teal, and this one will be real close to being done. All right, guys, I got a little ahead of myself and pulled the wrong masking out. So we did spray our white graphic, but I did go back and spray this with solvent as well, just to prevent the orange from having any chance of affecting it. So we got the white on, we got the back with gray. This body is basically going to turn into a practice because I'm not pleased at all with the fact this yellow is driving me nuts. I didn't get enough of it on there. I didn't get enough white on it. But it's going to look fine. It's going to be a fine driver. But this car needs to be at a higher standard, so we're going to buy another body and fix it. But in the meantime, we're going to finish it. And we're going to finish the truck body. Next color on the truck is going to be teal. The next color on the body is orange. I may do a couple shades of orange just to, since we're practicing for the actual body now, I may do a little shadowing with some darker orange and see if that'll help separate some of these colors here. So let's spray some straight opaque orange or some fast orange from Fast Color. This is not neon, just a straight Fast Color. And then we'll go back with our fluorescent orange as our main color. All right, I'm just going to go around the edges of the drips and the checker flag here. All right, there's one coat, looking pretty decent. We're going to get that dry, and then we'll come back and spray the teal on this body, and then we'll put another coat of regular orange on this before we go to the fluorescent. All right, for our teal on this body, this is something I just mixed up a while ago, or been a while. This is just blue, yellow, green, and tint it till you like it, and make a pretty aqua color. And that air pressure is crazy high right here. All right, there's one coat, looking good. This logo on the hood, we're actually going to leave it clear. We run the infrared transponders, and they need a clear spot in the body, so we thought it'd be cool to incorporate the GW. We're going to just pull this black vinyl out once we're all said and done, and we're going to have a clear logo on the hood, and you'll have the strobe of the transponder glowing in it. I think that'll look pretty sweet when it's all said and done. But anyway, we got that. We'll let that one dry. Now that we got this dry, we'll throw our other coat of orange on here. And right after that, we will jump right into fluorescent orange. Multitasking tonight, baby. All right, I think that's enough. We'll leave room for the fluorescent. While we're letting that dry, we'll hit our second coat on here. And then we'll jump to white because we got to use some white on this body. So yeah, let's get that done. All right, we got all of our teal on, looking good. We're gonna let that one sit for a minute. go straight into fluorescent orange on this one, and be close to wrapping up our test body now. One coat, looking pretty sweet. Let me get this dry and we'll hit another coat, and we got to back this up with white, obviously. So we'll pull off everything on the truck body that goes white, and we'll combine the two bodies. All right, we're backing everything up with white. Went ahead and shot a coat on the bug body, and it really brings that orange to life. And we're going to hit our numbers, our YouTube, our logo, and our pinstripe will all be white. And after this, we'll have a couple of colors on the numbers, and we'll be about wrapped up with the truck. All right, looking pretty sweet. All right, guys, now we're switching it up. We're going to put some metallic gold, just a touch of gold around the outside of the number, and then we're going to come back with this pinstripe that is already black and spray it black, because I like to back this gold with black. We'll be able to combine steps. After that, the only thing we got left is our play button. We are going to do a flat clear. I also have to paint the bed black, but we're going to do a flat clear just on the gray. So we'll trim that overspray film off and spray that, and then it's unveil time. All right, looks pretty snazzy. Let me get a few more coats of this on. We'll spray our black. We'll come back when we do the flat clear, and then we'll do our double unveil tonight. All right, guys, we're about to wrap this up. We're going to spray our black trim around the numbers, the bed, and then the only thing left will be the play button, and then we'll do our flat clear, and we'll come back for the unveil. Looking sweet. All right, guys, what we did here, we trimmed around our number, the gray paint, and the bed, because I want to try to leave the number shiny. If you wanted to leave your logo shiny, when I cut the vinyl, I could have cut one in reverse and for the masking, and then just reverse it to normal. And you can go back and put that on the outside and protect that if you want to leave your logo shiny. But we didn't go that far on this one. Our logos are going to be flat, but our numbers and our gold will still have the gloss to it. So we're carefully removing what we trimmed up here. We want to flat finish the bed and the gray paint. Make sure you got all your edges cut off so you don't pull too much off. Almost messed up here, but it lays back down. Yeah. So there is not quite a kapowie. We're going to spray our flat clear on here. Spaz 90 119. Good stuff. And this will be a good test for it because this is going to be raced. So it'll get beat on quite a bit. We're just double checking our edges. And then got one little spot here. All right, that's enough nitpicking. Let's spray some flat clear and get this thing wrapped up. All right, guys, we got our back door open and the garage door cracked. You want well ventilated when you're spraying this stuff because this is a solvent-based product also. We're going to put 2 light coats on and then let it do its thing, and we'll come back and unveil it. All right, let's let that flash. We'll put a second one on, and then it's unveil time. All right, guys, about to unveil this thing here. They can't all be winners. What does Bob say? We don't make accidents, or we don't make mistakes. We make happy accidents or something like that. This was a miscue here. I just didn't get enough white to back the yellow up. And maybe my gray was a little bit dark. The yellow still looks really even all over. It's just I didn't back it enough. So my mistake. We are going to correct this. We're going to run down to Anderson RC. He just happened to have a extra Dune Master body in stock. So we're going to run and pick that up. We're going to do the same paint scheme again, but we're going to do it with the logo and stuff on it. So we're going to step it up a notch, which is the reason why I didn't do the window trim. I would have painted the window trim on this orange, but we're not going to use this body. This will be a good runner. So either way, they can't all be winners. But as always, the most satisfying part of painting your RC body, when you get it right or wrong, is peeling off this film and unveiling all of your hard work. This thing's going to look really good in pictures, but up close, I'm not having it. But I think we pulled off the scheme. It looks like a Dunbar style. And kapowie! Check it out. There's my mistake. There's gray showing through there. There's a little bit of gray showing on the roof. See the darkness? And we got a little bit of gray showing around these windows. But other than that, everything else is super crispy and clean. Looks good. Got our checkers on our spoiler. I'm going to take this body and basically lay the new one over it so I can mimic, because I'm happy with the design. So we're going to lay the new body over top of this really tight, and we'll just be able to draw it out. We'll have to guess on how to lay it out again. But I am going to add a Kyosho logo on the side. It needs something because we don't have a decal big enough. If you look at his car here, it's got the logo of Associated or Losi, whichever car he was driving at the time. So we're going to add a Kyosho logo. Do this again. Sorry guys, we don't have an unveil for the truck body. I had to deliver that one, and our camera died as I was wrapping it up. So stay tuned for a little clip of that at the track as it's done. And again, appreciate you hanging out while we painted another body, even though it wasn't perfect. And don't forget to check the links below for all your guru gear, our new shirt, and all that good stuff. And we'll see you Wednesday with the update video. And we may drop a video first of the week of the race, because we went racing yesterday and we did okay. So we had to test the battery out. So stay tuned for that. Wednesday, big update. We got a lot of stuff, and we'll see you then. Thanks. Boom. There it is. Getting ready to install it. Oh yeah, leave me a comment. Tell me what you think. And while you're down there, hit subscribe. All right, we're gonna save the day. Guard dog. Oh, there's a big guard dog. There's a big guard dog. There's a big one. Zozo. You got a body for me back here? All right, we're good to go now. We'll try again. Good boy of the month. See you, Zoe.